we present the Junior School edition of the Learner's Digest. In this issue, we will present a quick revision exercise. We will answer 20 short answer questions. Explain ROM. It is short for read-only memory. ROM contains permanent instructions that a computer requires in order to boot and operate. ROM is written by the manufacturer of the computer. ROM cannot be changed by the user. Explain RAM. It is short for random access memory. RAM holds instructions and data that are required by the programs that are running in a computing device. RAM is volatile. Explain. RAM is a temporary storage. Its content is lost when the power is switched off. This explains the importance of saving work. What are the units of measuring computer memory? Computer memory is measured in bits, or binary digits. 1024 bytes equals 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobytes equals 1 megabyte. 1024 megabytes equals 1 gigabyte, and 1024 gigabytes equals 1 terabyte. Who is fondly referred to as the father of computers? Charles Babbage, the inventor of the difference engine and the analytical engine. The analytical engine was the first machine with components similar to those we have in modern computers. Other terms for computer programs include the following: software, applications, apps for smartphones, tablets, and iPads. Where is the CPU located or mounted? The CPU is mounted on the motherboard. The motherboard is a circuit board onto which various computer components are mounted and connected to allow communication between them. Briefly highlight the timeline for computer generations. The timeline of computer generation starts with the vacuum tubes. It is followed by transistors, which made computers smaller, faster, and more reliable. The next was the development of the integrated circuits, then the chip, which refers to the microprocessor. Finally, computers characterized by artificial intelligence were developed. What is biometrics? The technology that uses fingerprints and eye scan for security access. What are transistors? Transistors describe the technology that was used by second-generation computers. What are assistive computing devices? As the term assistive suggests, these are computing devices that are made for people living with special needs such as visual and hearing impairment. Explain the abbreviation, GIGO. It is the short for garbage in, garbage out. GIGO describes the fact that incorrect or inaccurate data that is input into a computer will produce an accurate output. Diligence is a characteristic of a computer. Explain. It means that a computer can carry out billions of tasks without getting tired. Unlike a human being, a computer cannot suffer fatigue or loss of focus. Versatility is a characteristic of computers. Explain. This means that computers can be applied in varied fields, including engineering, agriculture, administration and governance, education, and healthcare. On its own, a computer lacks intelligence. Explain. This means that a computer cannot work on its own. To perform a task, the user gives commands to the computer. The computer follows instructions that are written by computer programmers. State the location where the CPU is mounted. The motherboard. What are magnetic drums? Magnetic drums refer to a characteristic of first-generation computers. They used magnetic drums for internal memory. What is biometrics? The technology that uses fingerprints and eye scan for security access. Identify the technology that was used by second-generation computers. Transistors. List some characteristics of first-generation computers. They were large and occupied a whole room. They consumed a lot of electrical power. They generated a lot of heat. They were very slow. They were expensive to buy. They used the technology of vacuum tubes. They used magnetic drums for internal memory. The output was produced in the format of printouts. Let us now learn a new term, big data. In simple terms, big data is a term that describes very large and highly complex sets of data coming from varied sources. Traditional types of data processing software or programs are not able to manage big data. Sources of big data include the following: internet clicks by users, online transaction processing systems, customer databases, medical records, emails, mobile apps, and social networks. The characteristics of big data are often described using 3 V's. 1. The large volume of data that comes from various sources. 2. The wide variety of data types that are stored in big data systems. And 3. The velocity at which much of the data is generated, collected, and processed.